Imagine this. Somebody picks a card out of the deck, they reinsert it back into the deck, you do a couple shuffles of the deck, you mix the cards up a little bit, and then you hand it to them and they shuffle a little bit and mix the cards up. And all of a sudden you're able to go through the deck and find the card that they originally chose. This is called the red-black location trick, and it's a beautiful principle that turns a simple shuffle into a miracle control. Let me show you how it's done. Every deck of cards has a fingerprint. Okay, it's just a way of tracking and knowing, you know, kind of like your finger has different patterns. Every finger is different, right? Yeah. And every person is different, okay? I'm just gonna have to pick a card out of the deck here, so just pick a card, doesn't matter, okay? And what I want you to do is I want you to look at the card, but I'm gonna turn around when you do that, okay? All right. And then I also want you to flip it up over and show the camera, okay, after I turn around, okay? So if you can show the camera, and I want you to memorize that card. All right. Okay, you got it? Yep. Okay. Pick it back up. Yeah, don't let me see it. Pick it back up. And what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you put it back into the deck anymore. It does not matter. Okay, good. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give it a quick shuffle, and then I'm gonna have you shuffle the deck quite a few times then also. And we're gonna try to identify the fingerprint of this deck, okay? Okay. Okay, so that's just a simple riffle shuffle, okay? And you can shuffle it however you want. Do you know how to riffle shuffle?
Yes, from the last.
Oh, you do? Okay.
The first two videos I kind of watched and I learned a little bit.
Okay, so you could try that, or you can do an overhand shuffle. You can throw it on here and mix it up all you want. Remember, every deck has a fingerprint.
Alright. Let me try my luck with the riffle shuffle here.
There you go. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, do you feel that you shuffled them up, and any card that you picked is going to be lost in the deck here, right?
Yes.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the deck here, and I'm going to see if the fingerprint theory really plays effect here. Okay. I'm going to give it a couple more shuffles here. All right. Okay. And we're going to see if we can really find the fingerprint of this card, okay? Okay. For the first time, can you identify to me what card you chose?
4 diamonds.
4 diamonds. That's very interesting because the fingerprint theory is really good, because on your finger you have different grooves, right? Yeah. And I believe that the 4 diamonds is going to be 4 grooves in. Okay? So for example, if you take off the top 3 cards, put 1, 2, 3, and I want you to flip over the 4th card.
No. How?
Do you want to master card magic faster? Grab my free first 100 Techniques PDF. It's your step-by-step guide to building real magician control. Download it now and start practicing smarter today. Click in the link in the description below to get your free copy. Now let's get back to it. So let's break it down even further. And we're taking a deck of cards that I've pre-arranged already in here. So make sure that you take it out. They're not seeing, you know, this side. We're taking it out this way. And if you take the box, you throw it aside. And I'm just going to show you really quick what we're doing here with the cards. We have all the red cards on top and then all the black cards on the bottom. So we actually have it split into red and black, hence the name of the trick. Now, when you start the technique off, the trick off, you don't want to say this is the red-black trick. You just want to say, I have a really neat illusion or concept here that I want to go through with you. And I want to show you how you can pick a card out of the deck and I can find it after shuffling the cards, rearranging the cards. I'll do some of it. You can even do some of it before I find that card, so that we can really lose that card in the deck, the card that you had chosen. So anyhow, this is how we set it up. We set up with all the reds. Does not matter the order of the reds. We set up with all the blacks on the bottom of the deck. It does not matter the order of the cards. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to take the deck out. We're going to keep it in dealer script here. And I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to spread these cards out. I want you to pick a card out of somewhere in the deck here. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to go really super slow. And I'm going to go like this and say, okay, I need you to pick out a card from here. And if you look, what I did is I spread them out so that way all the reds are on top here. And I'm not even going to go down to the black part of the deck here. So I'm going to make them pick one of these. I know they're going to pick a red, so let's pick that card. Does not matter which card it is. While they take the card, I said, don't show me. I'm going to square the deck up here, and I'll just set them down, okay? And I'm going to turn around here, and when I turn around here, I want you to show the audience, and I'm not even going to look at the card right now. I want you to show the audience what that card is. Okay, and now I don't even know what it is yet. All we're going to do is we're going to come in, and I'm going to spread the top of the deck really fast now, and I'm going to say, okay, I want you to put the cards in here anywhere in the deck here. So I'm throwing these out towards them, so I want them to go in the bottom half of the deck, which is on the black side of the cards. So let's say they take the card, they put it in here, okay. And you're going to immediately square that deck up as soon as they do that. Okay, you're going to come in now, and normally you do your riffle shuffle back here, but we're going to actually go further out with this riffle shuffle. And I'm going to take the top of the cards and put that on the right hand side. I'm going to leave the bottom of the cards on the left hand side, because I know that the card that they have is in the bottom half of the deck here. I know that the bottom half of the deck was black. I know that their card is red. And all we're going to do is we're going to come in, we're going to riffle shuffle, and I'm going to really bend this side up here, so that way when I go through, I can see the card visible. And I'm going to do this off the camera here on the back side here. If you watch, you can see that red come through, and you're just looking to see what that red is right away. And we saw that it was the 8 of diamonds, okay? So I'm going to come in, I'm going to do the riffle shuffle out here, so that way I can see the cards. And I can see that 8 of diamonds right there. I'm going to keep on coming in, and I'm going to complete that riffle shuffle. Okay, so I did it once. I already know what the card is. Now I'm going to pass it off to them. And if they know how to do the riffle shuffle, they can do it again. Doesn't matter. Okay. If they want to do an overhand shuffle, that's fine. They can do that. It does not really matter what they do. There's no control of the card. There's no slide of the card. They can do, you know, old school mixing together here. They can even do a complete wash if you want to, and just wash the cards. Okay? We knew it was the 8 of diamonds, so that's what we're going to be looking for with the cards. So we're going to come in, we're going to put them back together. Okay? Does not matter what they do. Okay, and you can use whatever method you want to reveal it. So I'm just going to spread out the cards here. I'm going to look for the 8 of diamonds, and I'll keep on looking at them, you know, kind of doing a, I wonder. And when I get to the 8 of diamonds, I'm just going to out-jog it and keep on going. Okay, from here, I can take the card, I can put it on top, and I can say, you know, a whole bunch of different things. I can say, you know, you picked a card, we put it in the deck, we lost it in the deck, we mixed it up. You know, there is no way possible that I could know which card it was that you had chosen. But I can read your mind. I can, you know, figure out, you know, what card that we did, blah, blah, blah. And I would say blah, blah, blah. Whatever pattern you come up with, and I want you to make this original. I want you to make it yours. I want you to make it a way that seems magical, it seems mystical, it seems psychological on how you did that. So you can either just reveal it here, we had the 8 of diamonds, or we could start doing some of our other techniques. You could start doing some of our shuffle techniques, overhand shuffles here, you know, so that we could further lose the card here in the deck, you know, as we go forward, you know. You know, we had it on top, we shuffled it to the bottom, we had it back on top again, the 8 of diamonds. We can come in, we can do like an in-jog, overhand shuffle technique this way, you know, and just make it look like we are losing that card, okay? You can also put it, you know, let's say 8 of diamonds is back on top again. Let's say that you want to say that, you know it's the 8, so we want to put 8 cards down to make that magical. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, in-jog, you know, all the rest here. Come in, grab that in-jog, throw it on top, okay? And you can do that also, you know. I know that you picked the 8 of diamonds, and the cool thing is I put that card 8 cards down. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. It's the 8 of diamonds. So you can do, you know, all these different reveals however you want to do it. So I just gave you a couple of different options of things that you can do. Now this trick, this card magic trick works because our brain loves patterns. When the pattern breaks, it jumps out. To everyone else, it's just a random deck, but you know it's a roadmap. Now remember to say you could have picked any card and shuffled it anyway, but every shuffle has a fingerprint, and I can see yours. So that's a good pattern line that you could use going forward here. Now that's the red-black location. It's one of the cleanest ways to find a card after a fair shuffle. It's deceptive, it's practical, it's a great way to apply your Riffle shuffle skills in a real-life performance. Please make sure that you subscribe. Again, please give me that thumbs up. This is a card magic journey that we're on together. My name is Joe. This is my card magic journey. Let's make it yours too. Click that playlist here on the right-hand side. That'll bring you to all the different magic tricks that we've learned thus far in our card magic journey. And you can follow along as we get, you know, from basic, really cool basic routines, and as we go, we are getting a little bit more involved in the magic tricks that we're showing here.